Once upon a time in the northern part of East Java, there lived a scary giant crocodile. He was the ruler of the river and the predator who was feared by all of the animals in the forest near the river. The name of the crocodile was Baya. Baya lived in the river. In the sea there lived a wild shark named Sura. Sura felt bored because he ate fish every day. One day he decided to go to the river at the side of the river. There was a deer that was drinking water. Sura felt hungry, so he swam silently to the edge and jumped out to catch the deer. Sura was happy to get such delicious food. After eating the deer, Sura became addicted. The next day, Baya handed back on the river and got a lot of food. After a couple of days, Baya became suspicious because it was harder and harder for him to find prey. He started investigating what was happening. When Sura catched a little monkey in the river, Baya said,
"Hey Sura, what are you doing? This is my territory. How dare you snatch my prey?"
Sura was not afraid of Baya. He challenged Baya to a fight.
Hey, I can look for food anywhere I want, it's not just your territory.
Finally a fight could not be avoided and the fight began. Because both of them were strong, the fight was very long, 4 days. No one won and no one lost, because both of them were equally strong.
"Sura, we better end this fight, I'm too tired."
So am I, Baya. Okay, let's end this battle.
"Sura, first we need to limit our hunting area. The end of the river is the limit, don't you break the line or you will feel the consequences."
Okay Baya, I accept this agreement.
After a month, Sura felt uneasy. He longed to eat deer meat like before. There were a lot of fish in the sea, but it wasn't enough for him. He couldn't bear it so quietly. He swam towards the mouth of the river.
If I look for prey near the river mouth, Baya won't know because he lives further up the river.
Finally he swam up the river towards the forest. Sura wanted to go back to the jungle again this time. He would be careful not to be caught by Baya.
Hi, I will catch the prey and immediately bring it out to sea so Baya won't see me. Hi.
Over time, Baya became suspicious because again his prey was reduced.
This must be Sura. Watch out Sura.
Wow, lucky me, today I'll have a feast. Ha.
Just as you was about to bring the deer to the sea, suddenly, Baya confronted him.
"Hey! You sure are stubborn and shameless. Sura! How greedy are you? Imagine, the fish in the sea are abundant, but you are still hunting in my area."
Hey Baya. If you want, you can hunt in the sea. I don't forbid you.
I don't like fish, and I especially can't stand the seawater.
Well, it's okay. If you don't want it, at least I have offered it to you.
Sura answered lightly and dragged the deer to the sea. Baya got angry that attacked Sura.
"Hey! Where do you think you're bringing that deer?"
To the sea. I'll eat it there.
"Bring the deer here, I caught it to trap you."
Well, it's your fault, you didn't need your deal yourself.
"You forgot our agreement. This river is my territory."
Hey, if there is water, there's me. This agreement is ridiculous.
Okay, then our agreement is cancelled. Now, the strongest one has the right to rule this area.
Finally, Baya attacked Sura. A fight couldn't be prevented. This time it was even more exciting. No one dared to approach the area of the fight. Sura always dodged his attacks, and Baya became annoyed. When Sura was off guard, Baya managed to bite his tail. "Sura, I did not want to lose." Both of them were in pain and seriously injured. However, Baya did not despair. He continued to bite until Sura's tail was cut off. Since then, Sura has not dared to approach the river. And since he no longer had a tail, he couldn't swim as hard as he once had. To commemorate the fierce fight, the area where the two animals fought was called Surabaya, and until this day,